Okay. Well,
Here,
we'll make sure we get that done. I have to
I
still.
will send it to you right now.
Oh, here we go. All right. Okay. Oh, well, we'll make sure we get that done. I have to
I
still.
will send it to you right.
All right. Little snafu in the beginning. Wouldn't be us without it.
Hmm. Very
What
true.
are we,
Very,
day
very true.
18
Mhm.
of our 21-day challenge? And this has been the most challenging day yet with our schedules.
It has been, I know, I know.
But we're finally doing it, sticking to it, right?
Mhm.
So today I want to thank again you, Justin, for being more than just a business partner, but a friend and helping me out with
Course,
many things.
of course.
And my Double Dutch sisters for showing up for me.
That's awesome. I'm glad that that happened. That's super awesome.
So anybody who's wondering what I'm talking about, go check out 40 plus Double Dutch. I believe it's just 40 plus Double Dutch. Um, it's an awesome group of women, 40 years old and older, who do Double Dutch and all of that stuff. But they also do a lot of, um, I guess, charity things and whatnot. But they're a great group of women. So
That's awesome.
yeah. And I want this lighting to be better, but I can't seem to get the good angle. But we'll just deal with it. Nothing's perfect. So what are your ones, Justin?
Um, I want us all to strive to be better leaders. That's what I want.
Yeah,
And really like actually work at it because it does take work to be an actual leader, you know.
I agree.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm always saying, it's a lifestyle, any of
yeah, it
them.
really is. It really is. And it's a conscious decision. Like, look, I am going to be, I'm consciously making a decision that I'm going to be a good leader, and I'm going to do what I have to do and learn what I have to learn in order to become that, right? Become that leader. Um, and you might, whoever's watching this might be wondering, like, well, why all of a sudden, like, what's up with leadership? Like, why are you on a leadership tip all of a sudden? Um, I've been reading a book, and that's kind of how it always goes, right? You read a book, and then all of a sudden you're like a expert at it.
I
So
don't know about that, but
I don't know about that either. So
reading is a good thing, and learning something new on a regular basis is a good thing. Which one? Laws of leadership. Yeah.
the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. And Eric B was the one who put me onto this. So I bought it and started reading it. And there's a story in here. It's literally chapter one. Um, but it talks about how important leadership is. I mean, leadership is determines how effective you're going to be as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, whatever, right? Um, you're it says it right here. So I often open my leadership conferences by explaining the law of the lid because it helps people understand the value of leadership. If you can get a handle on this law, you will see the incredible impact of leadership on every aspect of life. So here it is. Leadership ability is the lid that determines a person's level of effectiveness. The lower an individual's ability to lead, the lower the lid on his or her potential. The higher the individual's ability to lead, the higher the lid on his or her potential. To give you an example, if your leadership rates an 8, then your effectiveness can never be greater than a 7. If your leadership is only a 4, then your effectiveness will be no higher than a 3. Your leadership ability, for better or for worse, always determines your effectiveness and the potential impact of your organization. So and he goes in to tell a story, and I can read it if you guys want to, but I'll put that away for now. But I want everybody to be a better leader and strive to be a better leader in their business and just in life. And one other point. Real leaders don't lead followers, they lead other leaders.
I like that.
Yeah.
And apparently your dog does too.
My dog loves it.
She had something to say.
She always goes outside and starts yipping.
Well, that's okay. She can have an opinion.
Yeah. I'll be happy to read the story. It's really good. It's the story in the book. It's not very long. It'd probably take me like 5 minutes to read it, but I don't want to take up all the time talking about leadership. But it's something that I'm on right now, and I think is, if you really want to be an effective business owner, that you should really start looking into leadership skills and how to be an effective leader. And a lot of it comes down to communication, the way you communicate, um, and how you hold your own self accountable, right? And trust too. It's not just about that, it's about trust too. Like, if your team or your people don't trust you to do what you say you're going to do, to all of those things, then it's not going to work out very well. So
I think you make a good point. I like that. I think we
about
can
you,
all. Huh?
what's your want?
Well, I did say what some of I want. Um, I want tomorrow to go better than it did today. I hope. I mean, at least we're doing this. We're staying on it, right? It may not be exactly the same time every day, and we've both had quite a bit on our schedules, and we still managed to do this before midnight, right? So,
It's
so
true.
yeah.
It's true. And let that be a lesson. Anyone watching, whoever is watching, I know it's probably been like the same three people the whole time, but that's okay. I love you guys
No,
if
actually,
you're
it's been
actually watching.
different people each
Is it?
time.
Oh, okay. Well, I love you guys anyways. If you're
Yeah,
actually
we love you guys anyway. We love each and every one of you.
um, and it doesn't, like, you don't have to have like huge wants every single day. It's not about that.
It
And
could
I
be
would
the
say
same thing,
it could be
but
the same thing.
because that's what he said, like if you focus on those wants, like in a positive acts aspect for 21 days, then more likely,
I'm just thinking, like, what would be an interesting exercise? Like, okay, if you visualize your want, like whatever that big thing is that you want, right?
Mhm.
So you visualize that. And then each day you tell yourself what wants that you want inside of that, right? So, like, if
To
you're
make it bigger, more of a clearer
more
picture.
clear, yeah. So, like, right. Yeah, exactly.
Start with like maybe an outline,
Yeah.
basic, and fill it in each
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Like, I want, like, I want to buy back my family home, right?
Right.
Which right now is like something like $3 million or something. So I want to buy back my family home. So when I get that home, I want the front entryway to have all hardwood flooring and some tile, and then I want the kitchen area to be opened up. I want the wall taken down, the whole kitchen area to be opened up. I want the curtains removed, and I want like automated, like,
You want like the cellular
yeah,
blinds
but
that
I
you
want it to be one big, because the backyard is really beautiful. So I want it to be like one big, like, pane of glass where it's got like the automated
Yeah,
whatever
the blinds, yeah.
blinds or whatever. Um, and then like I want the staircase, banister, wood refinished and redone. I want the roof completely redone. In fact, I don't want the roof that's on there. I want
You
a
must know what it looks like
yeah,
currently.
yeah, yeah. It's a shitty like well, it's not shitty. It's just like a shingle roof. It's like a, whatever. It's kind of an older shingle roof, but I want it to be like something. I want to get like the solar panel roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just saw those. Look, those look kind of cool.
Yeah, they are very cool. And it's California, so it'd be really worthwhile to get those. But anyway, yeah, I want the whole front and backyard landscaping redone. Um, there's a hill in the backyard that goes up, right? So I want part of that hill dug out so we extend the size of the backyard and put up an ADU in the back. Um, and make the side because there's a good sized side part of the house and have that be like part driveway. So you get to the ADU, but it's going to be gated off. Um, so,
It's nice that you've been putting thought into this.
but that's what I mean. Like each day you could think of a different want that you want inside of that one, right?
Yeah, got it. I guess I probably don't have a clear idea of what I want for my next home. I didn't plan on having really a home as much as
Why
like,
not?
um,
Because you
I
want to
don't
be a
know.
nomad?
I
Or you
like to move around,
I get that.
maybe a camper or something.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, there's I think his name's Paul Walker. He has I forget the name of the show. It's like this the traveling or the something nomad. I forget the name
there's
of
lots of them. Yeah.
yeah, but he does some amazing. Him and his wife do some amazing stuff, man. They travel, but it wasn't him and his wife. He met his wife while traveling, and he was on his own for a long time. And he would put on these like, big gatherings. He would go to places like Greece, like Crete, like Rome, and all these places. And he would put together these big dinner meetups where like they would just everybody would come together like people from all over would come together and meet in these crazy places, these awesome places, and they would just have a big dinner together.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
I like that.
amazing.
I would like to go and travel and obviously meet more people,
Yeah,
you know. I mean, I've already met quite a few awesome people. So traveling and meeting more people and um sharing the business and all of that with them. Traveling also for the Double Dutch Club, they're everywhere too. So I can also do that. I like that.
yeah.
Eventually, I'd like to give back to them.
Oh, you will. You will get back to them.
Yeah.
Um, and by the way, tomorrow will be a better day. Not I
It,
hope
it,
it'll
it,
be a
it
better day.
it
It will be
will.
a better
It
day.
will.
Yeah.
It will definitely be a better day. And I just realized, no, 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 I'm not gonna look right now. I thought I had gotten a message about an appointment tomorrow during the morning, but that can't be right because I already told them that ain't happening. So, um, I wasn't gonna do the mornings anymore.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's that, yeah, it wasn't working, but anyway. So, any more wants for today? I know it's been kind of
How, yeah.
like the last few days, my energy has been low. So, I want to get my energy back up and come back and bring better energy here tomorrow.
You will. That's all right. Look, we're not this is good though because like it's real. Like you're not gonna be bubbly and like perfect on every Zoom, you know? But we show up anyways and we do our the best that we can do. in the moment. Like we got like what time is it right now? It's 6:35. It's 6:35 in Pacific time right now.
8:35
It's
here.
8:35 where you're at. We've both had extremely long days and had a lot of stuff we've had to take care of every day. And yet we're still showing up here and doing the live.
Yeah,
That's what business is,
I agree.
at least in the beginning, right? Doesn't have to be a grudge. And I enjoy doing this. So this isn't
I
like,
enjoy hanging out with you and doing the lives, so I'm not complaining about it.
oh, I enjoy doing that. But even when we don't want to do it, it's like, oh, like I really don't want to do this right. That's when you should do it. That's
Yeah.
exactly when you should do it.
And I did the last couple days.
Yeah,
I even said I don't want to do this, but I did.
but you
Like,
did.
and it wasn't because I didn't want to hang out with you. It's just I have not been feeling the best. So, but I
Well,
want to show up for you. I want to show up for myself, for all of our one or two followers,
hey,
for
all
our
good, dude.
team. Like people
All
are
good.
really reaching out and have positive things to say, and we appreciate
Right.
that.
Yeah, I'm glad.
We
I, you
appreciate
know,
all the feedback, but whether it be, negative or positive. Like we all can use improvement sometimes. So
yeah, I'm grateful for the people that are actually participating, that are actually watching us, that are viewing this, and you know, I don't care. It could be one person. If we're having some kind of effect on one person, then that's great. That's all I care about. Um, but I'm grateful for anybody who wants to like participate and be a part of it. But um, yeah, we're doing this as we like as we're learning.
winging it. We don't have a script.
Yeah.
We're winging it right now.
And by the way, if Pansy and I can do this, so can you guys. Like you guys can go do this on your own and do your own show or do it with somebody. You don't have to do it alone. Go do it with someone.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
like,
we'll be looking for people that want to come on our podcast
oh yeah,
very, very soon.
yeah. And
It'll
and
be
the podcast is gonna be a lot like this. It's gonna be very like just kind of raw. Like we don't have to always have to have something super polished. Pansy and I were talking about this like I think yesterday or this morning, but it doesn't have to be like super polished, right? As you go along and you build a following, like, yeah, you probably want to be a little bit more, have more of an agenda, I guess. But even then, it's like you don't, who's to tell you what's right? What's the right way of doing this? I guess that depends on what you want your outcome to be, right? For me, my outcome that I want is just for us to be able to do this and impact or help as many people as we can in the entrepreneurial journey because
Yeah,
it definitely is a journey.
it is. And it's like I keep saying, it's a lifestyle. It's more than just the actual business. It's building relationships. It's health, right? Physical, mental, financial health for everyone involved.
Yeah.
It starts with us first and then showing others how to do it, right?
Yeah,
So,
because and the health thing is huge because if you don't have your health, none of this crap matters at all. You can't enjoy it.
right.
So yeah, that's a huge one. So what I've been doing to try and help my own self is every morning I get up, I do calisthenics, I do, all that stuff for about 20-30 minutes and I take my shower and then I get to work. But actually, my morning routine is more than just that. But I've been exercising like when I get up, which is different than what I've been doing, and it's actually helped.
Yeah. Before you weren't exercising when you woke up, you would
No,
like to,
I was doing it at night. I was doing it at night,
oh, yeah.
yeah. Which is not like what most people do. Most people work out in the morning or early afternoon. I like working out at night just because like yes, I get a boost of energy for a little bit, but then crash and knock out. So, and I
I have
sleep
to
really
do it
well.
during the day usually. I mean, I don't do an extensive workouts. I just do yoga. But I like sometimes I split it up because you could do like a nighttime, settle down for the evening yoga.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, but yeah, morning, I would say exercise in the morning. It's definitely something to help you get going for the day.
Like on the weekends, when I have more time than I do during the week, I'll go to my gym, like in, I don't know, like the early afternoon, and I'll get a workout done in the early afternoon. And that's probably like ultimately like my favorite time to do it is in the early afternoon.
Well, then you get a
Because,
boost for the middle of the day, probably,
right,
right?
I get a boost of energy for a few hours in the middle of the day. It's actually usually long because if it's daytime, like I'm just going to be awake, but I do get that boost of energy for a while, and then I have a good 30-minute nap, and then I'm up for the rest of the day and the night into the evening, and then I usually sleep really well in the evening after a good workout in the early afternoon. So,
Well, that's good.
but it's really helped. Like I don't work out to like look good. I actually, but that's a byproduct, but I work out because it literally helps my brain.
Yeah,
It, it, I can tell the difference when I haven't exercised. I can tell the difference. And
yeah,
it only takes about a day, maybe a day and a half, and I can start to feel the difference of not working out.
yeah, I'll agree.
That sounds in my brain.
When I don't get my yoga in regularly, it definitely affects me for
Yeah.
sure.
Yoga is an equal workout. Yoga is a workout for sure. So would you say like okay, so what does it do to you when you haven't had your workout? Does it make you like more tired or does it make you just negative or
I
like
don't know. I can just tell, like, well, my body, of course, feels it, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, probably like just better mood when I do my workouts regularly.
Do you notice the better mood like right after you do it or does it take a little while after your yoga?
I don't know. Never paid that much attention.
Have you tried hot yoga before?
No, and I won't
Why?
because I can't stand being hot.
Yeah. Being hot too. I hate
Like,
it too.
I don't like getting hot at all, and I can't
It's
imagine having to
hard, man.
do.
I've only tried it one time and I did not make it very long.
I
It is
I can't
really
even honestly, I don't know. I don't even do long workouts. I have to
uh,
do I guess my exercise routine goes with my brain. I cannot do anything for a very long period of time before I'm like, all right, I'm done. This is boring.
yeah. I have you ever gotten in a sauna before? You ever done a sauna before?
Yeah, I have.
So what you do is like, okay, saunas help you build up your like what do they call it?
I could do the saunas. The saunas don't bother me.
Yeah, so that's interesting. You hate being hot, but you can do the sauna.
Yeah, I can do
It's
the
like
sauna.
it's intense heat for a shorter period of time, but it builds up your heat shock proteins, and then when you actually go do hot yoga, you can do it for longer, but it's still honestly it doesn't make it any easier. Like hot yoga is really difficult. I think I only made it like 25 minutes, something like that, 30 minutes before I had to tap out. It was just so uncomfortable in there, and I was
I can
sweating
imagine. Yoga itself
bullets.
can be pretty intense.
Yeah, I was sweating bullets and I was just like I you know, when your
Yeah.
rate starts to go up like really high and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna call it.
Yeah. I couldn't
Uh
imagine doing it
yeah.
and getting hot. I would, yeah, not handle that very well.
I mean
When it hit,
theoretically, oh
huh?
what were you gonna say?
I just, like I said, I can barely do some of these workouts now. And I'm, like it has
Yeah.
me sweating sometimes and like whatnot. People think, oh, yoga, it's just a little bit of stretching, not that
No,
deal.
no,
But it can be pretty intense when you're really working on it, right?
no, camping's intense. Um, so, uh, there's no, I don't even know how to describe it. Um, when you do something that's really like, whether it's working out, yoga, hot yoga, whatever, like it does something to you where, especially if you do it earlier in your day, it's like you've put yourself through something challenging early on in your day. And therefore, after that, it's like you've already done something really challenging, like first half of your day, like the first part of your day. So like
So
everything
everything
after
else
that.
kind of just seems
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's part of it. I know like Joe Rogan talks a lot about that stuff, but um, but it is true. There is some truth, for sure, some truth to that, because it's and for me it calms my brain down. It really does. It like shuts my brain up a little bit, a lot of it usually. So,
I'm glad that you're getting in your routine.
mhm.
I'm still working on my routine. It's a little
Well,
challenging lately, but I'm
I was gonna
working
say,
still on it and as much as I can through it. So, but it's all good.
yeah, I was gonna say your situation right now is, to be fair to your situation, like it's hard to put a freaking routine together just like normally, you know, and to build a new habit and a new routine normally. So when you're in a challenging situation that's high stress and everything else, like yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a real challenge. But if you can do it during this time, like you can do it anytime. You can build new habits anytime. And that's what I say about California. If you can be successful as a entrepreneur, real estate investor, or whatever in California, you can do it in
I
any
do it
fucking state.
anywhere,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
I guess I picked the right partner then.
Well, I haven't been successful in California yet. So California is its own, like,
Okay. Well, I
I mean,
haven't picked the
I've
right
been
partner.
semi-successful, just like, normal job stuff, but like that's not, I wouldn't even consider that super successful. I would just, it's all how you measure it, I guess. But, I've done okay just in a normal, as an employee working for someone else kind of situation. But man, yeah, if you can be successful in California, no matter what it is, you can do it in any state. So, yeah.
So how do we want to wrap this up then?
Not, I would just wrap it up. I would just say, like, yeah, recap. I want everybody to be better leaders in their business, in their life. Read this book if you get a chance. So far it's been really, really good. The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, um, by John C. Maxwell. And um, there's another book, Eat That Frog. I know
By
you're
the way, we don't
people,
get anything for
huh?
any of it for sharing other people's stuff.
No, but
Just so
yeah,
anybody
whatever.
knows, like,
Just so everybody
there's no
knows.
affiliate links or anything.
No.
You're gonna have to go look it up where to get the book. I'm sure it's available on most of
Oh, it's
the,
on Amazon. Just go look it
yeah.
up.
I'm not trying
21.
to promote anyone
No.
or any company specifically. I'm just,
Yeah.
we're just sharing things that work for us.
Yeah. Um, so those are the two real pivotal books, like Eat That Frog and 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Um, and just be better leaders and take care of yourself. Keep that want, that vision going, and start practicing, like, each day, like come up with the wants inside of the big want, right?
I like
What do
that.
you want to happen inside of that big want?
And I also want people to check on your friends and family. even the ones that seem like they're hanging in there.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like,
Usually they're the ones that really could use it.
that's a really good one.
Anyways, have a good one. See you guys tomorrow.